explained this week that he went through with it so he didn't have to hear all the listeners, rip him about it and call him out on it. I don't know how many would have. Some would have. But I think he kind of wanted to get a tattoo. I think he kind of used that as an opportunity. But dumb sports tattoos, everybody's got them. It seems like a big trend right now. And I'm not about it. This story got me. All right, the Daily Snark ran a story this week that 30% of the Patriots roster this year was on the 2013 Browns team that went 4-12. So I had to check that out. I had to see for myself if that was true. So I looked it up, and it's not 30%. They rounded up to make the title of this article seem more dramatic than it is, and to make it seem like greater things are happening in New England than they are. So, in actuality, 14 out of 53 players on the Patriots roster spent time on that Browns team in 2013. Not all of them played 16 games, but they all spent time on the team. Now, 14 out of 53, if you do the math, is roughly 26%, not 30%. So it's a lot closer to 25% of the team than 30% of the team, which is still impressive. But here's the thing. What that tells me is not that Bill Belichick is amazing or that the Patriots are amazing or anything like that. It tells me that the system that those players were playing in Cleveland in 2013 did not fit their skill set best. And currently, what Bill Belichick has mastered as a coach is being able to use your skill set to the best of his ability. He did not have that ability as a coach when he coached in Cleveland. When he was in Cleveland for those years, he was pitiful. He stepped back, learned some more, got the Patriots job after turning down the Jets gig in a matter of a couple days. And here we are years later. He's mastered being able to take what you do best and use that to put a good product on the field. That's the Patriot system. We're not going to overpay for anybody. We're not going to keep you around just because. But we are going to take whatever you do best and use it for our best interest until we can't use it anymore because it doesn't fit what the best interest is anymore, or what we got to do because of the whole that we're building. That's what they're good at. And that's proven by the number of players that were on that bad Cleveland Browns team that are now on the 3-0 Patriots team, with Brady coming back next week and most likely Gronkowski playing a full game with Brady next week. Gronk should be in the game this week. He'll get some play this week. He'll probably get a little more than 14 snaps this week. I still wouldn't play him on your fantasy team, but I would the week Brady comes back because that'll be one of the number one guys he's looking for sure. On the other side of this break, we'll hit some NBA news. We still got the NFL preview review coming up, and we'll get out of here before the college football day starts. Hey guys, the NFL is back. It's time to win some cash playing fantasy football. TheDirtCannon.com is a local company that has your back. They have produced over 60% winners on FanDuel, DraftKings, and now even Yahoo. TheDirtCannon.com will help you build, play, and win. Build a better team with TheDirtCannon.com. Use promo code RDST and get $5 off forever, and try the Silver membership this week for free. Visit TheDirtCannon.com. Gotta love TheDirtCannon.com. Gotta love their support. They're a great partner. They're the fantasy partner, the official fantasy partner of Real Deal Sports Talk with KP. All right, the NBA season is shortly upon us here. We got teams going into training camp. Their training camp is only about a week long, and then they hit their preseason games. And then we will have some real NBA basketball going on here very shortly. So as the NBA season comes back, we will start talking a little bit more about the NBA for sure. We might even do some NBA segments with the Dirt Cannon. We'll have to see how that works out. But NBA news. Things in the news this week. Some stories that caught my eye. Let's get into it. Ben Simmons, touted rookie. You know, people say he's LeBron James-like. He can't really shoot. He's been working on his shooting. He sat out some summer league games. Big deal, Australian kid out of LSU. A lot of hype about him. That NBA, they're good at the hype machine. Look what they did with Michael Jordan. Hype is what the NBA does best. So, you don't want to see the kid go down. Rookie season, he's already out. That's probably one of the reasons that the 76ers have not pulled the trigger on one of their many centers that they have. They need the talent on the roster right now. They need the guys out there. They need everybody to be healthy. They got to figure out what they have and how to build a team. And right now they're struggling with that because they're picking these young guys, Joel Embiid and now Ben Simmons, who they're not seeing the floor. We don't know how long Simmons is going to be out with this fractured bone in his foot. Joel Embiid's been out, 2-3 seasons? Is this his fourth year that he might be a rookie? So, you don't ever want to see guys start their careers that way. Let's hope he can recover. Basketball's a tough one to have foot injuries so early, for sure. This is being reported on Bleacher Report by Alec Nathan. I saw this article. J.R. Smith has reportedly turned down offers from the Cavaliers that range in the salary of $10 to $11 million a year. Now, I'm not really sure what J.R. Smith is thinking or what he thinks he's worth. He could be worth more if he was consistent. That's been JR's problem his whole career. When he's lights out, he can hit a shot from anywhere on the court. And that helps him play harder defense. It helps him play better defense. Now, last year, for the first time, you saw JR focus in on his defense. And he always could get steals. He's super athletic. But you saw what I consider an effort to be a defensive player last year, especially towards the end of the year, when that's what they really needed from him. Now he has to come with that effort every night. That has to become his game. On the defensive end, he needs to be that hustle guy, dive into the floor, getting balls. On the offensive side, he needs to be that lights out sniper. But it's got to be consistent. You can't go cold for 2-3 weeks and then have a game where you put up 7 or 8 3-pointers. So, JR, you got to find a consistency in that game before you're going to get the super money that you think you deserve. Right now, if I was you, unless there's offers out there that we don't know about for J.R. Smith, take that $10 or $11 million and go try and get yourself another ring. Make it a short deal. Make it, I will prove to you I'm worth more. Let's do a 1-year deal, and if I go out there and I meet this, next year you're going to sign me to a $15, $16 million deal. I don't know. Work something out if you really think you're worth that. Go out there and prove it. Earn it. Don't just think that you already have. Because you haven't. You're inconsistent. That's always been your problem. The Score is reporting, I like this report, and I almost kind of agree with it. D-Wade is saying Rajon Rondo is the best point guard that he's ever played with. He's definitely better than Norris Cole. As a point guard, a pure point guard, he's better than Mario Chalmers. LeBron James played some point guard for Miami, but he wasn't a true point guard. But when you think about it, I mean, he had Shabazz Napier, great at UConn, hasn't really developed in anything in the NBA. And he actually got traded too, I think. But, yeah, Rajon Rondo is the best point guard Dwayne Wade has ever played with. Now, I don't know what Chicago's going to do on that team. They got a bunch of guards right now. They got Butler, Wade, and Rondo. That's their team. They got some other guys. There's still the rumors out there that there might be a Blake Griffin trade to Chicago. We'll see if that happens. But it's going to be interesting to see what style of basketball Chicago's going to play this year when their 3 best players are all guards. And I highly doubt they're going to have very many sets with all three of them on the floor at the same time, because that would require Jimmy Butler moving to the 3 because he's the tallest out of the group. And I don't. We'll have to see. It's going to be interesting to watch the Bulls this year for sure. We got this trend in the NBA right now of players retiring and becoming coaches. Some players maybe that shouldn't be coaches. Some players that are being assistant coaches. You had Jason Kidd retired a couple years ago, became a head coach. John Stockton's been at Bucks practices helping their guards here recently, kind of in an unofficial capacity, but doing some coaching there. Tim Duncan has been at Spurs facility in an unofficial role currently, kind of helping out, coaching. And then this week we have Tyronn Lue and Doc Rivers saying they would gladly accept Kevin Garnett onto their coaching staffs. Both coaching staffs are currently full, so somebody was going to lose their job if Kevin Garnett decides he wants to do this. But I think I kind of like it. I think it's a good thing for the game because these guys have developed relationships together. They trust each other. So now you're in a situation where you know your coach has done what you're doing. You know he's your boy. You know he's got your back. You know he's got your best interest. And it's not this other guy who's being brought in to tell you what to do. It's somebody you know and trust. Now, does that necessarily make them good coaches? Not all of them. Some of them will fail. I think Kevin Garnett could be a good coach. Tim Duncan, believe he will be a good coach. Stockton could be a coach, but, he's never done anything official that I know of. So, I'm going to have to lean on the side of this is a good thing, these players becoming coaches. We'll have to see. I'd like to see if Kevin Garnett decides to take one of these offers or not. Paul George, this is another article over on The Score this week. Paul George is ready to be the MVP. He wants to take the crown from LeBron. He wants to bring it to Indianapolis. And I think he can do it. If we remember, before Paul George got hurt, he was able to shut down LeBron. The Pacers made things very hard for Miami just a few years ago. And he was showing that he could score at the same clip as LeBron. He was playing defense and shutting LeBron down. He was playing on that high MVP level. Came back that next season, had the bad leg injury there, fracture, in the Team USA practice actually over the summer. Missed the next season, came back last year, had a pretty good season last year. Kind of returned to form completely by the end of the season. So I can see it. He's a motivated young man. I think he's going to come out this year and have a really strong year on an Indiana team that could compete a little bit in that Eastern Conference for sure. All right. On the other side, we'll hit the NFL preview review, and then we'll get out of here. Hey guys, the NFL is back. It's time to win some cash playing fantasy football. TheDirtCannon.com is a local company that has your back. They have produced over 60% winners on FanDuel, DraftKings, and now even Yahoo. TheDirtCannon.com will help you build, play, and win. Build a better team with TheDirtCannon.com. Use promo code RDST and get $5 off forever. And try the Silver membership this week for free. Visit TheDirtCannon.com. All right, we'll catch up on the NFL games tomorrow. We're going to go ahead and get out of here as our time is running short. I thank you guys for tuning in today. I thank Chris Rupert from the Dirt Cannon calling in and helping us out with that college football picks and knowledge there. We'll do the Rupert Report again next week. And, go out there, have fun today, guys. Watch some football, get some yard work done, enjoy your families. And you know how we do. Until next time, just be real.